What's up? Hello from Applebee's. How's it going? Got a little portable Oregon Trail machine. I got it at Target. I'm playing as a farmer right now. Anyway, what the heck am I doing? This is way too loud. What the heck am I doing? Well, I'm working FT8 on 10 meters because it's pretty open right now. So if you want to catch me on there, you can. I'm also unboxing this antenna rotator because I got to get ready to use it for the hex beam build.
Transmitting.
The kids are all here, Leia's all here, everybody's all here, so it could get noisy. But this is a Sunday stream, a little relaxing Sunday stream, so no biggie. I figured that'd be fun, regardless. Of course. Here. Want some of this water? There you go.
How come you got so much drawers?
I don't know.
So much little drawers.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I have a question on Yaesu 120 antenna. Oh, by the way, hi everybody. Good? You can go get your own water. What are you taking my water for?
Hi.
Hello. Okay, go play. Go play.
I'm watching.
Okay, go watch. What's up, everybody? Everybody's rolling in right now. Is my mic audio quiet? I'm kind of talking quiet. I'll hit the gain up a little bit. There you go.
Transmitting.
So FT8, I got that running in the background with a program called Rumlog DX that I use. It makes FT8 almost fully automatic. It just picks all kinds of different stations to run on. Oh, Chimney Rock. Okay, good. We're leaving Chimney Rock. I am a farmer in Oregon Trail right now. I didn't go banker. That was actually Ben. Okay. I will actually read this, so I will put that on the side, but oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh boy, it's heavy. Whoa. Okay, this is the control box. Here is the rotator. Mounting hardware. So let's put that right there. Okay. So you need a rotator if you have a directional antenna. That way you can point it in different directions. Point your RF. But it's got to live outside, right? So you need a semi-waterproof, water-resistant type device to be able to feed, to be able to function, work, etc., etc. Okay, bring it here. So here's your box, rotator box.
Transmitting.
This thing is bigger than I thought. You supply power to this, and it's got a plug on the side here. Oop. And basically, you line your antenna the way you want, and you align it to north, if you will, on the front gauge here, right? So this little gauge, and then you use left, right to turn, and this will turn, right? So it's like a compass. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So why am I doing all this? Oh, good, it's got a little boot for the connector. That's perfect, and an extra connector piece, which is great. I bought a pre-made cable, so I don't have to make one. Hey, what are you doing, Addison? Get down. And then you got your big rotator here. This is considered a kind of a lightweight rotator, not my FT8A. Oh, sorry. Oh, my FT8 audio's in the stream, you say? Is it saying transmission? Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Like I
Transmitting.
said. Oh, yeah, I see it. Sorry. I'm blowing you guys out. Here, let me just do this. I'll just mute it. But now you know I'm transmitting. So you'll be able to contact me if you want to. Okay, so the center mast goes here, and this basically is a really big bearing with power connector here that turns. Sorry for everybody who's scared. That's funny. And it rotates this. So we're gonna test this out in the shack instead of setting the whole thing up, realizing it's off now. The audio is off for that. Sorry, I didn't realize it played audio. I'm so sorry. That's kind of funny. So we'll test it in the shack first instead of putting it outside eventually when it goes into my mast. And the antenna mount for it is these 4 bolts on the bottom. There you go. Mounts into the bottom of the antenna mast, which is a big 4-sided, looks like an old school oil derrick. Okay, rotator manual here. Ooh, that's kind of bright. There we go. Let's see if there's anything interesting that I don't already know about. There is an adjustment potentiometer. Okay, good. I got a contact with Argentina and Chile today. Okay, this is very straightforward. Here's a good, here's your listings of how you would set that up. What's wrong? It's broken?
Yes.
It's broken?
Okay.
What happened? There you go. So this is kind of how you can set these things up, right? Spring washer goes in the bottom of your antenna mast or your mount, then the rotator. Then you slide the antenna mast in. This is a thrust bearing, which I have one of these as well. So when it's all said and done, you end up with something like this. Less than 1 meter above the, oh, that's good to know. Mast bearing, less than 1 meter, more than 1 meter. Okay, so this part above the thrust bearing that attaches the antenna must be less than 1 meter tall. Didn't know that. Did not know that at all. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plug the box in. And then we're going to take our connector, our really long wire, and we're going to connect it to the rotator. And we're going to test it. So not a very long stream, but if you want to try and get me on FT8, you can. I'm working it now. Again, I am on 10 meters. 10 meters is doing pretty good right now. What's funny is I forgot about that audio tone that you guys were listening to. I will sometimes use my AirPods and I'll connect the Bluetooth to the iMac and I'll just let it run in the background. And when I know there's a contact, I'll come back and hit the log button. So almost fully automatic FT8, which plays right into the memes that everybody. Oh, what am I getting right now? WOPE, right on. I will be getting a Radio Waves Sentinel hex beam. Let me plug this in. 1 second. Okay. Let's test her out. Whoa! Okay, I don't know what that overlap light is, so let's check that out first. It's probably because we have nothing connected to it. Okay, talks about setting up the plug, mounting, indoor performance check, and alignment. This is exactly what we're going to do right now. Radio Wave Sentinel will be my hex beam, and it will be able to do 6, 10, 15, and 20 meters, and 40 meters. That's the directional side, the beam side. On the back end, there will be a multi-band dipole kit that Radio Waves produces that will go from 6 to 80. So that I'll probably need a tuner. So I'll have 2 inputs. I'll have a beam input, directional, and then I'll have a rotatable dipole connection. So I will be able to work both omnidirectional and forward gain directional, which I'm very excited. Check to make sure the power switch on the off, then plug the controller's AC. Set the controller's power on. Verify the controller pilot lights have become illuminated. Okay, we did that. Hold down the left switch and continue to hold it down until the rotator reaches the counterclockwise position where it automatically stops. Left represents when the rotator has reached the stop position. Release and check to see if the controller's needle is pointing 0 north. If the needle, slightly loosen the needle adjustment screw using on the face of the indicator. Then turn the... Okay. Let's try it out. '87 people watching. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This is a little bit less of a hot banger of a show, because we're just doing some shack work and working some contacts. So here's my big old rotator cable, right? Because it goes on the roof. You're going to need a lot of space. This is actually probably way overkill. The beam is 20 feet in diameter, and it is a big kind of inverted umbrella looking thing. Wait, what is this? Oh, 100 feet. Okay, God. I was like, are you kidding me? Did I buy 250 feet of this? I'm like, this doesn't look like 250 feet. 20 feet in diameter. End to end. Side to side. Not radius. They make a Barrett. Radio Waves make what's called a Barrett, which is a very large rotatable dipole. That I'm not getting. I do not have the space for that. Okay. Connected. This is a keyed connector, so you got to make sure you insert the cable correctly. And it also has a fairly... Ooh. Well. Careful with that. Okay, hold on. These threads are... I need some whip grease, I think, on these threads. I will be putting something on these threads. These threads are a bit fidgety. Okay. So, let's get this all set here. On. Yeah! It spins! And we are at 0. Let me see. What'd you do? You died? Okay, I gotta charge it. Here, I'll charge it right here, bud. Leave that. I'll charge it here, okay?
Look.
Or go back the other way. What's that?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Go play. Go ahead. I got him playing Oregon Trail. No, I don't, but you guys can watch each other and then you can take turns. If you fight, I take it back. And there she's gonna stop. Oh! Overlap. We hit the old overlap. And it goes out. So it's not supposed to... I mean, it can just keep spinning and spinning. It's not supposed to, though. Because you're going to have coax connected to it. Okay, so... when the rotator is viewed just above the round connector jack, you will observe 2 raised calibration marks. One on each rotating bell. These two marks should be directly aligned. When the rotators reach the stop position, release the left switch and check to see if the controller's indicator needle. We did. I got that. Just above the round connector jack. Just above the round, you will observe two raised calibration marks, one each on the rotating bell fixed. Aha! Yes. I see them. It's like a top dead center line you'd have on a motor. Guys, out. Guys, out. Go play. And it's not your turn to play. You're going to watch the TV for a while. Edison, you go play. You play after him. I'll let you play.
It's broken.
It's not broken.
You have to read the words.
Yeah, you got to read the words.
Okay.
Go. You can watch him, you can watch TV, and then you can play later. Okay. Okay, so we see the marks. You'll observe two raised calibration marks. These two marks should be directly aligned. If not, place a small piece of masking tape on the rotator bell in the fixed position and mark a calibration on each piece of tape so as to mark the different positions. This calibration mark will be used to verify the amount of rotation in the next step. Hold down the right rotor switch and continue holding down until the calibration mark are again precisely aligned. Now check the indicator needle. Rotate it 30 minutes, exactly 0. If the indicator is not pointing, go to the rear panel control and set the adjustment. Okay. It's not broken. You just keep... What are you doing? Yeah, continue on the trail. Continue on them trails. Happy trails. So the box, it won't let it go past 0 on the left rotation. But when you rotate to the right, that's when it stops. Is there a break? I believe there is, yeah. Or you leave 2.7, come back. Because there's an overlap light. So once the overlap light comes on, that tells you you've gone beyond 360. The left, so we're left, all the way left. It won't go anymore to 0, past 0, right? So now we're supposed to take a piece of tape. What happened? Just push. Yeah, there you go. I didn't realize this was going to be such a problem. The iPad ran out of batteries and now everything's cattywampus. Okay. That's the best way to do this. Get a nice little piece. Okay. Got me a little. Is this? Okay, good. Interesting. Kind of like pushes out. Okay, I'm taking this thing. You're not playing with it anymore. Here.
I want to buy a Minty.
No.
I want to buy a Minty.
No, bud.
I want to buy a Minty.
I already gave you vitamins.
I want to buy a Minty.
No, I already gave you vitamins.
No, I didn't.
Yes, I gave you vitamins before we did the show. Here. Here.
Hey.
Go. Edison, go. Then go.
Can I have
No. We'll play with it later. We're going to play with it later because you guys are having... Oh, my gosh. What do you mean it's... Oh, because it's a live show.
Broken. Oops. No.
There you go. Watch your... The TV was on, Ben. Go watch it. Okay, so now we're going to mark it. Blue ink on a blue piece of tape. Fantastic. Fantastic. Just the best supplies available here. Okay. So now, when we go to the right, we should be able to melt down imminent. Exactly. You only need to tape if the lines... They don't line up. If they line up, just use them. No, they don't line up. That's why. Ready? Here we go. No, they're off about quarter or half an inch. So a company makes this really cool inlay that you put behind the glass here, and it actually shows your relative QTH, and then it's a round Earth map that basically you align it north to the North Pole or wherever north is to you, which I guess would be the North Pole, no matter how you look at it. Okay, here we go. And stop.
What is that sound?
Ben, go watch TV.
What was that sound?
What? Go. No, it's overlapping here too. Okay. After aligning the needle 0, set the... Okay. Hold down the right switch and continue rotating to the right until the calibration marks are again precisely aligned. Now check the indicator needle, which should be... okay, so let's make that line up perfectly. Okay, that's perfectly. So we're off. Yeah, the azimuthal map, but it's centered over your QTH, which is really nice. Okay, these two marks should go directly. Place. Now check the indicator. If the indicator needle is not pointing, go to the rear panel of the controller and set the adjustment to the right position. Now use a small screwdriver to adjust the indicator needle adjustment so that the indicator needle points exactly 0. Okay. Oh, I already scratched the top of this? Beautiful. That sounds like something I would do. Okay. I'm reading the comments. I would worry about a hamster in our house. If it was in a ball, the kids would, Edison in particular, would just probably pick it up and start shaking it. These two marks, okay, calibration. This is the part, okay, now check the indicator needle. If the adjustment needle is not, go to the rear panel of the controller and set the adjustment potentiometer selection switch to the right position. Indicator, adjustment potentiometer, adjustment switch. And it says to the right position. Where's my little flashlight? There it is. Okay. It is to the right. Okay. Okay, and now we remove the screw here. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Now use small, got it. After aligning needle to 0, set the adjustment potentiometer switch back to the left position. Hold down the right switch again, and you should observe the overlap light becoming illuminated. When we're right past, yep. Right there. Cool. If the overlap does not light up at the 360 position, the overlap adjustment potentiometer needs to be aligned. Okay. Check to verify the rotator automatically stops. Wait. Check to verify that rotation automatically stops at 90 degrees east, representing a total rotation of 450 from the original starting point. A few more times verifying that the rotation appears to be normal. If so, press left switch to return the rotator to the fully counterclockwise 0 position. At this time, you must determine whether you wish to leave the left stop position at the north or whether you wish to set it to the south to allow uninterrupted rotation from southeast to northeast. For example, if you wish to leave the stop at north, the checkout process is complete. If you wish to sound again, loosen. Okay. So here we go. We're going to keep going. We're going to over-rotate. Should automatically stop at some point at 90. There, it stopped. A little bit of over-rotation, it looks like. The factory could do it, but there's just too many. There's too many things that could happen in shipping, whatever that could. Alrighty, though, with the scratches. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess the top really doesn't matter. Nobody cares much about the top. It's got a good noise. Nice easy rotation here. Not too fast, not too slow. It's got kind of a noise to it. And good. Pretty much right there. Okay. Well, that's pretty much all there is to this bad boy. So the next step will be to take this, build the antenna mast, not the mast, but the actual mount, the roof mount. Mount this in the roof mount, get her up on the roof. I've got the thrust bearing right here. This is what goes on top of the antenna mount. You see the mast rides in that, and this whole thing rotates outside. So, hey guys, what's wrong? Let him have the gun. Help him out.
I'm trying to, but he's not letting.
Okay, then he doesn't want to play. He doesn't have to play laser tag. Okay, so if you think about the rotator and an antenna mast and the antenna mount, the rotator's below. There'll be some pipe coming out of it, which goes through the thrust bearing. The thrust bearing is mounted to the top of the antenna mount, and then this rotates. So it helps you deal with shear, and it gives you another support point above the rotator. So the rotator isn't having all this shear force on it, it's distributing it over the top of the antenna mount. So thrust bearings are pretty important for your whole antenna system if you're going with a directional antenna. So yeah. Okay. It's gonna look good. Hey, stop! Stop!
He's not letting me help.
Don't, he doesn't want you to help them. Leave him alone. He's like forcing him to put the laser tag controller thing on. Okay, so I think we're done. I think that's all there is to it. Very, very good. that was much easier than I thought. I mean, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy. This is a pretty simple mechanical unit, right? There's not a lot of overthinking to this thing. Nor should there be, right? Now, one thing I noticed, where is that? Is this a boot? Oh, yeah. There's like a waterproofing boot. Let's take a look at this really quick. It's like a rubber boot. So, I don't know how I would... You'd have to install this before if you were making the connector, you would have to install this first on the cable and then slide it up over. I don't think I could bend this to fit it over. There's no way. Cool little piece, though. All right. Cool. Well, that'll do it for today. This is just a fun, impromptu video. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Out. I'll help you in a second. Okay, I'm going to cut it off because apparently he took all his clothes off. So that will end the stream. So that was fun. Take it easy, guys. See ya.